greatness, it's just something we made up. Somehow we've come to believe that greatness is a gift reserved for a chosen few, for prodigies, for superstars. And the rest of us can only stand by watching. You can forget that.
Well, I want to be a race car driver someday. It's a great sport. It's all I've ever known, racing.
You want a great team? You gotta build it. Piece by piece. Start with a few natural-born leaders. Then you need some old vets who've seen it all, and a few youngsters just getting started. Tough cookies who don't back down from nothing. And some pranksters to keep everyone loose. You need those strong but silent types. And a few not-so-silent types.
This is my show! My show!
Those with chips on their shoulders and ice in their veins. And a few who do anything to win. You find a cast of characters like that, you've got yourself one hell of a team.
There were drivers that said that was embarrassing for the sport.
So the racing purists didn't love it, but the racer loved it. Like, he advanced well within the rules, well within the confinements of that racetrack for the car he had that day and the rules and he was competing. I give him an A+. Should be celebrated. We always talk about do whatever it takes. Corey says taking that to a new level of doing whatever it takes. Do I want to continue to see it? I don't. But that doesn't mean it was wrong. Look, there are rules in the rule books probably that have my initials next to them. Oh, yeah. you messed this up. We didn't like it, so we changed it. Like, it's okay. I mean, the NBA had to come up with 3 seconds of the lane because Wilt Chamberlain or somebody just stood there all day and dunked the basketball and it was like, well, this isn't a very good game. This is boring. We better come up with a rule. Like, there are a million rules in the rule. Every rule in the rule book is a reaction to something. And here's why. What Corey did took a tremendous amount of skill, courage, all of the above. For the next guy to do it, I'm going to be less impressed. Like the first guy, bravo. Unbelievable.
Welcome everybody to Shop Talk Live, episode number 26. It's a celebration, bitches. Woo! How's everybody doing tonight? We got the full team except for Aaron. I don't know why Aaron didn't show up. He never shows up.
Because you wrecked him.
Yeah. I didn't wreck him. Dalton wrecked him.
It's true. I saw it in the broadcast.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It was Dalton's fault.
I mean,
always.
I didn't run into Aaron. 41 ran into Aaron. I don't know what happened, but hey, yeah. So we're joined by the one and only Chris Legue, number 71 car. Terry, the man Foster, voice of TSP, and my favorite teammate ever. That's you, Terry.
Oh,
He got
no. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Then we got my partner in crime, Dolphins fans, Dolphin forever, Philip Van Vliet, number 89. And then we got Amanda, number 8.
Who?
Hi. She's my
What's
wife.
Oh, that lady.
Oh, great start to the show. How's everybody doing tonight?
Awesome.
Okay.
Pretty good.
I'm happy that the night time has finally came.
Yeah, you're excited for this one?
Kind of, sort of, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kyle
I
Wellman's
am
in the chat. What's up, Kyle? Thanks for the congratulatory door after. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cute.
Sherman with the 8 incidents on last night.
Who?
I think that was all at the last lap, Corey.
Yeah, he hit the wall like 3 times in the last lap trying to do his...
I only had 8. Oh, I thought
he had 8.
Yeah, that's where I got my 4.
I was trying to get a black flag on that shit. Obviously, I didn't push it hard enough.
Didn't quite as many as D's. He had 22.
Holy shit.
Oh, I felt bad. We had set up our pits perfectly when we were in that second pack, and we're pulling in. I stayed high, he went low, and he said it was something like missing the brake pedal, but I saw him just spin and start nosing the wall. I'm like, oh, poor tease. Aw.
I guess you can just write that out, Ty, is what you can do, I guess.
There you go, Ty.
Yeah, Ty. Sorry, Ty.
Still got second, Ty.
Yeah, but me and Ty kind of had a little competition because we both came in together. Me and him haven't got a actual win yet in league action.
You mean up until last night?
Up until last night, Ty!
Yeah, Aaron can time him out. He got really good at doing that on Discord, so.
Yeah.
That was fun as hell.
Oh my god, my stomach! Nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about right now. So we went on, what was it, after the Xfinity race?
Yeah.
We went on this whole fucking tangent on Discord about Aaron loving Ty Gibbs, and he's giving up on old ass Harvick and all that. And Aaron kept deleting my comments on Discord and timing me out. It was like 1 hour, then it was a week, and then I think a month he hit me one time.
He finally learned how to use his computer, huh?
Yeah, we don't know who the fuck taught him how to do all this shit.
Wasn't me.
What did he do last night,
Wasn't me.
Krista? You're like, oh, he knows how to computer good, or was it during text or something?
What the hell was
Text,
that?
I think. Wasn't it text?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it was during. Yeah.
Yeah, he figured out something. We're like, how the fuck did he figure that out? He's the guy that just needs a plug and play type thing.
That's what she said.
Oh man.
Many Sunday mornings spent with Mr. Bach over team viewing his computer.
Yes.
So, what you guys want to talk about?
I think we had a race last night, from what I've heard.
Yeah, we had a little race. What's going on in the background?
Not much happened there, but
No.
you know.
You know what we should do? Because this race was so good. We should move the chat from the center over to between Corey and Amanda.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
We can do
something
that.
needs to be moved.
And
All right,
Ty,
you guys gotta talk though, so I can do it.
Okay.
I'll pumpernickel
Don't
for
talk.
you, Ty. Just holler it out in race chatter Sunday night at Iowa, and I'll pumpernickel for you, so you can get a win.
See, I suggested that last night, and it was brought up to me like, what's pumpernickel? Wasn't it something like that, Chris?
Something like that.
Yeah,
Something like that. Yep.
I just said it was a good bread. Now you just got a gray box there.
That's what she
There
said.
it goes. Oh, Amanda. There we go. All right, I'll go ahead and do it. Chris, how was your race? Seen that 71 up there a bunch last night, man. Looking good.
Yeah, it was actually a lot of fun last night, right up until I came down pit road right behind Mark, and I had to climb into the binders a little bit, and I ended up touching the grass, held me for 40 seconds, and screwed my entire night.
Oh, okay. We must have not have caught that.
Yeah, that sucks.
It is what it is, but, the more important thing, I was mentioning it before we went live, is last night was by far the most relaxed I have been in my rig since I came back to racing, and the results were definitely showing on track.
Well, 2 laps down, started 14th.
Well, except for that part, Terry.
Fucking what? And Aaron wouldn't let you lead a fucking lap.
Yeah, fuck Aaron too.
Oh, did you lead a lap?
No, Aaron wouldn't let him.
I didn't get credit for it, but I thought I did.
And
Philip was ahead at the line. I know.
Philip said I did, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm going to go with.
Yeah.
he had 11 incident points. How's that?
Who gives a shit about that?
I do. I brought it up.
I blinked. I didn't know where the hell anybody was. I put myself into the wall because I freaked out a little bit, and that's what happened.
I mean, all you guys done great last night. I mean, it was just awesome to watch. I wish Amanda could have got up there and ran with you guys. It seems like she was having her own demons a little bit last night, but
I didn't have demons. I had people who couldn't hold the fucking line and panic when there's a slow car near them. There's no demons about it. That's why I stay on the low line. I should have never fucking gone up high because there's no safe place to go.
We'll get into that later, Deez. Your little comment.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Let me get through these guys first. Mr. Van Fleet. I mean, the 89 made you pushing like a mother. A lot up there. You fell back a few times and just caught right back up.
Yeah, generally on the pit stops, I was just on the pit stops, I'd fall back a little bit, but yeah, the car was fast last night. Led I think 11 laps, so yeah, just pushing Chris around there quite a bit, and really we were all working together. It was good. It was a good race. Like Chris said, it was very relaxing last night for some reason. Maybe because we were running around each other. Maybe we should do that more often on a super speedway.
Let's stop saying "fuck you guys." I'm gonna go do this.
Right. So I mean, obviously we were a lot more comfortable around ourselves. Our team. It seemed like, so that was probably part of it. But yeah, it was a good race, fun race. Right up until that last little lap right there.
Yeah. So he started 17th, ended 11th. Well, led 11 laps and 4 incident points on that 89 car last night. Again, I was impressed with all you guys out there. Amanda. Okay, now you can cry about you stuck behind slow fucking cars.
Well, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Say 75% of my meatballs are based around the same few people. I fucking felt great. The setup felt great. I loved it. Even though it was the second pack, I felt extremely comfortable and happy sitting there with Deez in the back. He was bumping perfectly. It was adorable when Fred tried to get up behind him. We were talking about it beforehand. But just came out of the pits and got stuck in a gaggle of cars that I don't think any of them really like super speedways, and it was a shit show. Some people panicked, and I just got fucking pinballed around the track, got a meatball. That was 14 minutes of repairs, so it was timing out perfectly. Corey and Aaron came into the pits, and I'm like, you guys want me to jump out behind you, see if I can help you at all? They're like, yeah. Jumped out behind them, and I could barely hit 180, lost the draft, and over the next 3-4 laps was going 175, 170, 165, and the engine blew, and sat out. Yeah, so pulled back into I had to tow into the pits, and just fucking sat out another end of a race because people are boners, and I should have stayed on the fucking low line. Yeah, it is new line. A bunch of boners. Everybody has their own issues on the track with their own people, and I should just, I said it in Discord. I don't really mean it, but sometimes I feel like I should just fucking do it. Just stay behind the fucking pack. Let you guys race each other, wreck each other, and then I could squeak through and get my 15th through 20th and at least finish the fucking races without getting meatballed. But I really enjoy racing and knowing that I can race, but it's very frustrating to sit out a lot of fucking races with meatballs because of other people, and no hard feelings to Perkins at all. Like, he didn't do anything intentional. I know that. It's just an accumulation of all the fucking meatball flags.
Yeah.
One thing I was impressed with, Amanda, with you last night was your qualifying. Qualified 11th.
So I didn't know. I'm still learning about that kind of shit. Like, I didn't know I should stay on the high line for the first lap to gain speed. So I wish I kind of knew. Like, now I know it for the next one, because I got up a little, tried to angle down the track to get a little speed. But Corey's like, why didn't you stay up high? I'm like, I don't know I'm supposed to do that. So hopefully you can qualify better next time.
Real quick,
go ahead.
As I'm watching the race here, do we not have a 3-wide rule? Because it happened
before halfway.
It happened many times. Here we are on lap 10. I already watched twice now. We went 3 wide up front.
Was somebody going backwards though, Chris? Going to the back?
No, they were passing other people in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah.
I saw it a couple times, but
we must not caught that.
Right?
I'm kidding.
I was catching it last night during the race, and I'm like, I thought we had a 3 wide rule. So I'm like trying to give up room, and I didn't know what the fuck to do, so I just held my line. But whatever.
Overall, I think the whole group and the whole done fairly well last night.
I thought it was fine. I just, if we're gonna allow it, let's allow it. If we're not, let's watch it.
I get you.
One of the downsides to not having a live admin, I guess, right there. Somebody
Absolutely
say, hey,
right.
hey, let's watch the rules there, guys.
And we are kind of, not to get too sidetracked or anything, we're discussing different ways to figure out getting some sort of live race control for next season. So that is a big topic on the list, just so anybody watching knows. Because even as admins, we want it too. So
and Ty, I get it. Yes, some people did call it out, and for those guys, I don't have a problem.
Right.
You're
Sure.
dropping back. That has to happen, and you need to tell people what you're doing. But when you're racing and you're getting positions, that's what I'm more talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, Aaron's checking in.
Well, real quick
Is
with
he?
Amanda, 33 laps down, again qualified 11th, ended 24th with 4 incident points.
yeah, that was when I slammed into the wall and got hit 3 times.
All
See
right,
right,
so
see right here where Aaron wouldn't let me lead a fucking lap. What a douchebag! I mean, hi, Aaron.
All I can tell you is on my relative, it showed you in first.
I'm trying to get Aaron to come on.
Plain and simple.
he ain't gonna come on.
No,
You don't think so?
but
No,
Oh. He just want to hang out with his team?
because it's Aaron. But we love him. We love him.
Thanks,
All right.
Sam Baumgarten and True Sim Productions. That gold banner does look cool. He just gave me a middle finger emoji.
So let's get to the elephant in the room.
What?
Corey Sherman
Woo!
started 27th, wins the
Why?
race.
Why is it an elephant in the room?
Yeah, Terry.
Leads
You know
13,
that's last to first.
leads third. Yeah, but you didn't get no big mover for that.
Last to first, baby.
13 laps led, and the main was the last lap. Oh, my eyes ain't working for some fucking reason.
Terry, I don't need no fucking bonus points anymore.
Not now, you know. Well, you might need 17. No, you don't.
I don't need 17.
So, Corey.
Yes, sir.
Actually, first off, before we get to your race, we had you up on camera a lot last night with you in that rig. What's your take on the rig? Is there adjustments you think you got to make, or?
I think it took forever. I struggled setting it up. Like, it was easy to put together, but then my solid state drive failed when I went to test it the one night. So I was up till like 1:30 in the morning. I had to get up at 6 the next day to wake up to go to work because I had to reinstall Windows, but luckily I was able to. I already had a new solid state drive that I was going to redo at the end of the season, but that came a little quick. So luckily I was able to stick my other one in there, and I can grab my files because I don't know if you guys know with the AccuForce wheel, you need a license file for it or it won't work. So luckily that was still in there, and I was able to pull that off. So I got it all. I messed around with it. I think messed around with it more on Sunday, and yeah, I had that thing dialed in. That thing helped immensely, especially for that last lap going through the infield, because actually that happened to me during practice. I went through the infield and I turned a little bit, and you could actually feel the tires digging into the dirt to help straighten out. I was like, that was really easy to save this car with this thing, because you could actually like feel everything. So I got the shake. I think it's a shake box. What's it called, Philip? Shake box seat thing?
Yeah, the Shake It 6.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Well,
the seat pad.
I didn't know I didn't.
What I have here too. So.
Yeah, I didn't know I had to configure the sound card. So the first time I used it, just like, I'm like, this thing fucking sucks. But then I got it configured it. I'm like, oh, this is like my old rig with the subwoofer, and then I actually had to put the subwoofer in front of my rig because I missed the engine sound in the rumble. But yeah, worth every fucking penny, Terry.
That's awesome. So anybody's interested in what Corey runs, get a hold of him. He can
it's
the website and shit.
DOF Reality H3 with the U Shaker 6, Philip, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Shake It 6.
Shake It 6.
From Sim Yeah. Sim racing.
Yeah, I ordered it right with my
Studio.
DOF, and that thing came quick. It was right from Canada. But yeah, if you guys don't want to mess around with the butt kicker, this thing was really easy to configure. Once you figure out that when it told me like 2 days later, oh, configure your sound card. I'm like, oh, why didn't you tell me when I first set you up?
Tells
Probably
you right
'cause
the
your,
instructions.
Probably because your hard drive was failing.
Yeah. No, this was after. It was, yeah, during those videos. Oh, my God. Terry, the trophy trucks in that thing. Unbelievable. Holy shit. We turned that shit up to aggressive. I raced on medium. I was racing on soft my first race, but we turned it up to aggressive when we were drunk Friday night. Oh, that was the funnest I've
You
ever
put
had.
it on aggressive while I was trying to race Sonoma.
Yeah,
every time
in the
I hit,
middle.
like the curb.
She's like, I want to try it. Well, it was still on soft, and then we increased it to medium. She's like, oh, it's moving a little bit more. Then we increased it to aggressive because she can't see. She's in the VR. I'm just doing it on the side.
It was fucking awful trying to do Sonoma with that thing just rolling all around and then hitting the barrels in it and everything. I was like, I don't like it. Fuck that thing.
Oh yeah, you hit the brakes, it just sends you right forward. Like pit stops are awesome in that.
So now, does that come with the harness?
No, I put a 5-point on it. I bought a new seat too. I bought a NRG seat. I'll tell you what, if you guys want a good seat, I think it was like $300 for the seat. That thing is comfy as hell. Like my other shitty one that I had, I think I got that for like $150 or whatever. But I had like the memory foam seat on it. I had the memory foam lumbar on it and all that. But this, I don't have anything on it. And the 5 points just set you in nice. Well, it's only 4 points. I didn't put the crotch one on.
Apps. Making it out early. So walk us through that race last night, Corey.
Oh, I got a video. You want to see? Want to see what
Yes, I
happened?
do.
Want to see what happened to the number 3 last night?
Play that beautiful.
All right, and then you guys can see what this, what kind of this thing can do too with the motion rig.
What's gonna happen? The 3-4 wide back here is Ty Morosco's trying to make something happen. Brian Zimmerman looking to make a move. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. They're gonna door a little bit there. Ty Morosco all over the back bumper of Corey Sherman. Mark Arthur, a little bit of a wiggle there as they come out of turn number 4. Big checkup. They're wrecking. Corey Sherman looks down. He turned to 41. He's got to make it through the infield. He's got to make it through the infield. Can't tell how Morosco get it. Corey Sherman's going to win and lock himself in to the final 4. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
What's going to happen?
So that's how my race went, Terry.
You see that seat jerking them all around?
I know early in the race that you actually got in a tangle with something. Wasn't you involved in an incident or something? I mean, it wasn't just minor.
Yeah, it was a racing incident because I don't know. Ty pushed it 3 wide. I don't know if I came down, he came up, but I guess it was the same. But I did get a little penalty at the end.
Yeah, you did. A EOL and a black flag on your next race.
For what, Terry?
For what? Intentional wrecking.
Of what number?
41.
Yep. A debt was owed, a debt is paid. So, all right, if you guys are wondering why I did it, you gotta think of this. I'm in the championship 8. I'm running 3rd. I have a huge run coming. I could get 4 wins off of this. You're like, what do you mean 4 wins? 1, I win my first race in BPL. 2, I win the gold banner. 3, make it to the final 4 of the championship. 4, repay Dalton's debt that he owes to me for wrecking me out at Bristol.
Okay.
Yep. But actually, I honestly, I didn't mean to hit him that hard. His fucking trunk came up on my roof.
You lifted him up.
I was going to move him either way, but I really didn't mean to hit him that hard. But it actually worked out perfect because he went right in, and he got a little loose, I guess, and he took Aaron out.
As you can all hear in that video, that's what we hear from Aaron every time he's in a wreck is the grunts and the groans. And that was actually just a little bit. I think he was staying quiet to not disturb what was happening. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, buddy. I mean, yeah.
Thanks, Terry.
Like I said
Yeah.
earlier, in the close to 2 seasons I've been with BPL, I've never seen anybody react and be that happy to winning. So, and I hope to see more emotions with people with first wins the way he did. I don't agree with what he did, but it's nice to see somebody freak out like that when they win. Some people are just so used to winning. It's like, yeah, I'm glad I got first. It was pretty cool. Like, no, fucking scream, yell, throw your arm up in the air. You just fucking won a race against really good drivers. Like, freak out and go ape shit. Like, I'm gonna cuss like a motherfucker if I ever win. Like, it's gonna be bad. Like, you're gonna have to put a delay on my interview so you could beep it out. Like the ASRL win wouldn't. That was awesome and cool, but if I ever win in BPL, I'll just put a 5-minute delay to bleep everything out.
Well, that's another testament to the league there that how great of drivers we have in here. You win in BPL, you earned it, or yeah, you earned it.
And for you guys that watched the replay of the race, I actually mentioned that because there was a few times, like the 6 of you guys that was mainly up front, all the T&A drivers and the MFRD guys and the work in progress, all you guys up there, and you guys are doing a piss out of each other, but nobody lost, nobody wrecked. That just shows what kind of drivers we actually do have in this league.
Oh, Brian got me really good once last night. I didn't even see it. All of a sudden, I felt it in my steering wheel, the force feedback in my steering wheel, and I looked over and I'm like, holy shit, Brian Dees.
Was you on the outside at that time, Chris?
No, I was on the inside.
Okay.
He was on the outside, and I don't know if he got loose or what, but he came down. It was just a really quick hit, and it didn't even really upset my car at all, but it did this number on the wheel. I'm like, holy shit, that's Brian Dees.
Fuck you, Aaron.
I don't know what was going on. I heard Dees actually holler out last night that he was thinking about getting out of the race because he wasn't fit.
He said he was sick for like the entire weekend and everything too.
But Mr. Dees, if you're watching this or a replay of it, you done a hell of a job last night with Fred. Kudos to you pushing him up there the way you did, letting him lead. I think a couple of laps or something like that. I think everybody that got to see Fred do that was probably smiling ear to ear. I know Sam and I were. It was awesome to see that. And Fred looked like an old hat out there, man. Like hell, I do this every week, guys. It's no big deal. So then I think he got screwed up in the pits, I believe.
No, he threw it in the second downshifting accident or something.
That's when he's getting in the argument with somebody. He said, "No, that's on me. Give it to me." Is that what it was?
Yeah.
At that point, yeah.
Yeah, you could tell he was pissed when he
was.
When he came over to comms and was saying that. I was like, oh, what the fuck happened to Fred? He's just giving it on me. I'm like, oh, he's definitely disappointed in himself.
Hey, he definitely was. But again, kudos to you, Fred. Awesome run out of that car last night. And
well, he was hauling ass up there on the outside too with a couple different people. I looked over a few times. I'm like, oh, fuck, that's Fred. Like, damn, okay. Just like blaring by us.
We was able to catch a few of the drivers. Maybe one of you guys. I don't know. Actually, I know Philip done it once, and Chris might have done it once. You was by yourself, nobody pushing, nobody giving you air in front of you. I mean, you guys just motoring right on past that bottom line. I guess the high line was the line to be in last night.
Oh yeah,
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, because was it? I think Chris was in the back. I think it was me, Philip, and Aaron were running. And we were like, yeah, let's stay on the high line, and we stayed up there. And I think I was behind Aaron or I was in front of Aaron, and yeah, the low line couldn't touch us at all.
No, that's when I was leading there. Aaron was pushing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one of them.
Yep. Yeah, that's
that's one that fucked Rick.
Mm-hmm.
And
He
Chris
rolled
Carroll.
like 4 times.
And Mark, I mean, he got hit hard on that, but yet came back and what did he finish at last night? Sixth place last night. But he was up there in the lead a lot. Did he lead laps last night?
Yeah, I think so.
One. He led one lap last night.
Oh,
Aaron
Philip, what was the stat that you had?
Oh, laps led. Top 3 drivers for laps led. That would be the 3 T&A drivers.
Ah.
Yeah.
You're absolutely correct on that, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Aaron 39, Philip with 11, and Corey with 13.
Yeah, MFRD has their stats guy. We have ours.
Let me see if I can turn this real quick. I have this. I know you can't see it, but it's my other screen with those stats on it.
Oh.
But hey, I have it and I use it. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, it's crazy because usually on super speedways, I tend to just run right behind the pack, keep in the draft right to the end and all that.
Were you planning on doing that?
I was planning on doing that. That's why I didn't qualify. I started dead last, and then all of a sudden everybody else is up in the front. I'm like, okay, and then everybody started coming back. I'm like, fuck it, let's go have some fun tonight. So I just went up there, found everybody, and we just.
Well, that's kind of how my thought process was going to be. I was just going to drop to the back and just run around there, and I'm going, well, you know what? Let's just see what happens up here. And
I think this is one of the first ones that I've ever done that, where I actually raced up front the whole time. Usually I just hang in the back.
Right.
Yeah. So I even said before the race, I was like, yeah, Corey, I'll drop back to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
And like the whole top lane kind of just opened up, and I'm like,
yep,
fuck it. I kind of feel like racing. And here we go.
Well, then I felt kind of bad when I was like moving my way up to catch you guys. I'm like, I hope Chris hasn't fallen back anywhere, and I didn't see him. Just like, hey, I'll fall back with your barrel.
Yep. Yeah, Chris will come on there and go, where you at, Corey? Well,
yeah.
I'm up front now.
Yeah, where you at, Chris? Why are you back there?
You guys, when you guys are just racing, I try to have the volume on iRacing down pretty low. I'll catch it something occasionally, but when you guys was pitting, because I seen Mark pit with you guys a few times, was you guys talking in chat about that at all?
No.
And like iRacing comms? Okay,
A little bit. There was quite a few people calling out, like when
we're calling out pits, but no, we weren't working with Mark at all.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no. Well, it depends on who you, like I was separated from them, so like I had John Perkins, I think Brad Collins. I don't know if Fred came in, but D's and everything, and we were timing it out perfectly. We were even talking about who's going low, who's going high. We're gonna pit at lap, I think 71, and I think Perkins or Collins piped up and was like, "Hey, we can't make it. Let's do 70." And so we were, because I was separated with them, we were planning and talking and really getting it figured out. And unfortunately, that's when D's spun and hit the wall. But we really did plan it out for a couple laps before it. So
okay, I was say I seen him pit with you guys a couple times, or with the leaders anyway. You know, Corey, both Corey's and Dalton and all these guys when they was up front. I was just wondering if you guys was talking with anybody else.
Yeah, I don't think he had a choice, because when we came in, we had to come in. We were at the end of the fuel run.
Yeah,
right.
Because that was another thing with us communicating with each other, that we were letting each other know what everybody had on fuel, and whoever was the lowest, we're like, let us know when you're pitting, and we'll pit.
Right.
Oh, that's a good call. That's cool.
Yeah. Yep. No, there's a lot of good communication last night between our team.
Yep.
Well, good deal.
I think that added to the fun, and it added to the confidence that you felt when you were on track. You knew you were working with somebody. Yeah, that's right, Philip. Yeah,
atmosphere.
Especially when 4 of us were up front, because we were like talking about, okay, let him lead a lap. Like we're doing each other. We're like, we're actually running this race right now.
well, talking about pits and everything, we watched the broadcast afterwards. There was a lot of people, number one, locking them up like hard, trying to get on pit road, and Terry Ukais caught a lot of that on the broadcast. But like it even caught like Jamie, didn't it? Speeding through. I went through my pit box fucking twice, like barely, just enough, but cut it reverse. Actually, I fucked up on pit road. I forgot. that it only takes about 6 seconds to get fuel only. So that first pit stop was super speedway. I don't really take my hands off the wheel. I just stay there. I stay on the line. I pit, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so thirsty. I pull my beer up. I'm going like that, and it's like, go go go. I'm like, fuck, I gotta put my beer down. Shift, and like caught me off guard. I'm like, fuck, it's not 13 minutes. So.
Speaking of drinking while you're, water. I don't care what you guys drink. Corey, you're gonna have to put a straw closer to your face, bud. Watching you last night do this.
Well, Terry, because I'm used to where I put my cup with my old rig, and now now I gotta get my muscle memory down. But you want to know? I was drinking Tito's and Liquid Death Berry.
You drink whatever you want.
Sparkling water.
I was drinking water.
Yeah, me too. With some vodka in it.
I was drinking Miller Lite because I
was drinking water with this on it.
Yeah.
Come on now.
He's got the koozie on it, so you can't see what's really in it.
It's fucking water.
I know. I'm just busting your balls, Terry.
I had my beer last night. Before the race.
Your one beer?
I had two big, tall 24 drafts.
I had 2 40s of Old E before we started.
Just to get started.
Yeah, get me primed up for this broadcast.
Yep.
Terry's turning into me.
How's that?
Yeah, wait till he does the All-Star race, he starts slurring halfway through. We're like, oh, Terry's hitting it.
Maybe I'll drink next. Maybe I'll drink. When is that? Well, whenever you guys' Final Four is, maybe I'll do that one.
You're gonna get drunk during the championship race. At least Chris would do it on the All-Star races.
Chris has also done on a championship race. I was in there with him.
Oh yeah, it was his last race though.
It's my last race.
Yeah, he can do whatever the fuck he wants then.
For the season.
Yeah, for the season.
Oh shit! Hey, real quick, guys. Kyle Wellman, if you're still listening to us or watching this thing,
he's watching the Ravens game. He's gonna watch the rest tomorrow.
He's a penis then.
Why? What were you gonna say?
Okay, he needs to fix the number on the side of his fucking car. You couldn't see that, and to me, I couldn't see that.
You couldn't see my shit either. I know.
Yours is dark too, man.
Yeah, it's that ghost car. It's coming for you.
But I know that there was at one point last night, the 44. I think Sam actually said, "Man, he is so fast."
Did he? I didn't catch that.
I said, Sam, at one point, he had that on the back of his car. I don't know if it's still there.
I've watched the broadcast 27 times so far, and I haven't seen that yet.
You got to watch the whole thing, not just the end.
Oh, just the last lap?
Right.
I actually clipped it so I could just watch it on a loop. I'm not gonna lie, I did that today.
Oh my God.
Somehow I believe that.
Me too, Philip.
I did. I was when I was going to lunch. I had my phone up and it was just on a loop. And I mean, you guys do a hell of a broadcast, so it sounded awesome.
No, I appreciate
that. He turned the 41. He turned the 41.
When that started going on and stuff, I kind of like, I ain't gonna say a fucking word. I'll let Sam call all this out by himself. Actually, my camera view was focused on Mark. Then when shit started happening, my camera just followed Mark. It's like, fuck, what's going on up front? By the time I got to it, hell, you've already been through the grass. And I looked over at my other screen because I have you pulled up since you're in that rig, just watching you just fucking bounce.
I didn't give a shit.
And people thought he was driving through the grass for a little extra cheat or something. You could tell when you're watching him in his rig, he was fucking stuck for a ride until he could angle it back up.
Oh, I did. So after the incident happened with Dalton, and then I got basically when I hit him, it must be something hit, and it pushed me down to the left. I started going, well, that's when I felt the tires digging, so I caught it, and it started going straight. I'm like, here we go. And I literally did not let off the gas from probably since we went green. I was going through the grass. I did not let off one bit. I'm like, I didn't know where the fucking start-finish line was, so I just started aiming. I'm like, oh, well, here we go. And I come on track. I'm like, oh, there it is. But I started looking. I'm like, where's all the other cars?
They were back there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ty was getting close. Ty was getting real close. So, like, a little bit further, he might have gotten you.
Yeah, I don't know how going through the grass would be an advantage because there's so much traction there. I was gaining speed through the grass.
Whether I agree with what you did or not, the calling that cheating was just being a cunty little bitch. So, like, come on.
Yeah, you try to pull that move off.
Yeah, Ty, like I heard you say that your wheel broke. I heard you say that in the broadcast. Like, what does that even? Can you turn? Like, what's the deal with your
No,
wheel
you've never
break?
had your wheel break? No, the wheel in your car.
Well, yeah, no, I'm saying like when something breaks on my car, it's a straight up meatball. Like everything's fucking destroyed.
Oh,
I
you've
don't
never
have
hit
a-
it hard enough where you can't fucking turn?
Oh.
It happened to me at Bristol when Ty took me out.
I don't think I've ever had like a tire through the hood. I don't
Well,
know
she
what
was
it
stuck back there behind all the slow people.
Yeah.
Remember?
Maybe you seem like you're fast back there.
I wouldn't want to run up front with you and get run over.
I wouldn't either.
I would, and you guys have seen it. I would just let Corey go by, like go. But Corey's one of those people. I'm like, just fucking go by me.
Oh, speaking of that, we raced Cyber Thunder this week. Where were we at? Kentucky? And
Michigan, I think.
Oh yeah, Michigan. In the Xfinity. This
I
was
got the banner, by the way. And he
Oh
didn't
shit!
bother
I forgot to
putting
put
it
it.
up. Yeah,
I forgot
no,
who
I
got the banner.
though. But fuck me, right?
What? Shut up! I got the gold banner. What are you gonna do about that? Where do you finish?
Higher than you.
Oh yeah, because I got caught speeding. I was like sixth, and I got caught speeding in the pits. But yeah, like when we were, it's funny. It's funny. She needs to race like she does with people she doesn't know because she's good with people.
Well, I don't want to fuck people over who.
No,
are...
you race way too cautious in blazing pedals compared to we're racing Cyber Thunder. Usually she's like, "Oh, you're coming up on me faster. Go ahead." Nope, I'm on fresher tires. She's fucking racing me in the corners, fucking dooring me. I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, I'm not used to this.
Racing for a championship. We don't. Not that we don't give a shit about the league, but we're not racing. I've missed races.
Still.
I had to work and stuff. And
Regular season, you don't race people like that. You need to start racing people like that. You'd be fucking top 10.
I don't know these people. I don't really want to piss people off unless they piss me off and I have a reason to piss them off back. I don't want to be
people
a
you
dick.
should piss off.
Yeah, piss everybody off, huh?
Yeah, fuck 'em all. That's what Corey said. Oh wait. Oh.
Yeah. Fuck 'em. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
I've only tried to intentionally hit somebody in this league.
Whoa, don't bring
he
that
is
up.
sitting right next to me. We've seen
me?
it a couple times. Yeah, I've never tried to intentionally.
Oh, it was Charlotte when I
when
would
I
let
was
you
like,
pass
"Fuck you,
for the
you're
banner
not I will
when my
hit
car
my
was
own
wrecked.
husband. I am more paranoid and scared when like Philip and Aaron and Chris and they're all around me. I'm like, go by, and they're like, no, just race us. I'm like, I don't want to fuck up and hit you guys. Just fucking go by me. But Corey, unless he's
me and
really got a
Aaron
chance to
race
win.
the shit out of each other all the time.
So yeah, well, that's what we done too when we raced.
Yeah,
together.
when you remember when you fucking doored him down into the infield, or he doored
no
you
clue
when
what
the
you're
two.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. And then you came back up and just fucking creamed him.
Yeah, you can't worry about anybody's
only
feelings.
with Corey.
You just gotta go for it. Plain and simple.
Well, being too nice got me in, 20th through 30th last year.
Ooh, look at that right there.
Between's getting me meatballed every other fucking race this year. So next year maybe I do just have to, like the first few races that I tried to get a little racy this year, people actually talk shit about it. Like, oh, fuck her. Why the fuck she racing me like that? What the fuck? Blah, blah, blah. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna kind of back off a little bit, and you know what? It didn't win me any friends, like, so I don't know why I tried.
That means you were doing it right if they were starting to talk.
That's
like
right.
That.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what Chris punted me. They checks up the whole field.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what Taylor's trying to do.
I think the radio went nuts right there on you guys when that was done.
I didn't hear a
was in the
thing.
back. I was like, where the fuck does he think he's coming back up on the track?
Yeah, I'm like coming back on the track, and I look at my rear view. I'm like, I thought Chris was behind me. Why is he so far back?
This was sketchy
Oh, it's
watching him
replay.
from back.
Yep. He was giving you plenty of room, that's for sure.
But yeah, that's when we were in the top 4 right there. That was when it was fun.
Yeah, where was Taylor gonna go when he was
I
doing
don't
that?
know. Why is he coming at my fucking rear quarter like that?
Yeah, I only screwed up because I was a little too high.
Right back up.
I
It
You didn't
looks
lose
like
the
you're
spot.
fast forwarding it.
ain't nobody losing a spot when I screw up, mister. I screw up, I protect who I hit.
But again, look how calm Fred stayed through that. He didn't even, unless he just didn't even know what the fuck was going on, he didn't even move an inch on his line. Fred just stayed right in line, right in the middle.
Yeah, Ty, we teach here in Sherman household to be winners.
Ty, I only try to purposely hit Corey, so don't worry. I will never try to hit you, unless we're racing to
Shit.
win. So.
What are you
That's
doing, Corey? There's flies or something?
Yeah, we're breeding flies again.
He doesn't.
Oh.
He smells over there. That's why he sits so far away.
Oh, it's
So
been a couple 3 weeks or so.
Well, I want to get.
Now they're the
Chris-
slow, retarded ones that like. You're like, what are you doing? all the good ones died already, or they're hibernating, but none of the slow ones are out.
the mental slow ones, right?
Yeah.
So, Christopher, I hear you got something starting. You want to mention it or not?
Oh, well, yeah, I can.
I mean, that's up to you, but it's your deal. I didn't know.
Sure.
I didn't know what you was doing with that, or trying to get drivers, or what. So,
well, we're capping the driver list at 25. So I'm bringing back Racing for a Cause. I'm going to call it Racing for a Cause 2.0 because we're changing the rule set around quite a bit. It's going to be a 12-week season, 2 different cars. Points will count across both. And we're going to start, the first Tuesday after Thanksgiving. So
if you do that on a Sunday, I would have actually probably been able to get in.
I completely had forgotten.
That's all right, buddy. It's all right.
That we would be done by then.
Yeah.
Is what
Yeah,
I
we
understand.
got a little early.
Yeah, going to be quick racing though. It's going to be an hour practice, no more than an hour of an actual race. 2 cars are going to be the late model and the B car. So it's 12 weeks, 11 events because the first 2 weeks are a combined event, very similar to what we have here called the Milk Bowl. So basically, you will go out, you qualify, you run the first race. 1 week, the second week, we're going to invert the field. Your average finish is your finish spot. So if you take a 5th and I don't know, a 3rd, your average finish is 4th. You'll take home 4th place points.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
yeah, I'm looking forward to being. I don't know if Corey or who's going to be able to. Maybe
I'm
live
excited
stream or something,
to
but-
see the different paint schemes.
I'll
Everybody
live
has
stream
a
it.
cause on the hood and everything. I'm excited to see some of the cool stuff that people have, what they're racing for, and what's true to them.
Well, that's the other thing too. So like even on a lot of my I don't know if it's on this one or not. I think it is because Corey painted it, but I always have a JDRF somewhere on my car.
Yep,
I always have. I always
put
will.
that on for you.
Tell everybody
Yeah.
what that is in case they don't
So
know.
it's Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. My dad is a type 1 diabetic. My son is a type 1 diabetic. So they do all the research for that. But anyways, getting off the point of the league for a minute. So one of the rules in the league, even though we're not planning on being broadcasted, at least not this season, is that we have the cause that we're racing for on the hood. You can have anything else, anywhere else. But the point would be we've in the past been able to raise quite a bit of money for some different charities, and I'd like to get back into doing that again.
Yeah, we did BPL Race
Yeah.
for a Cause race, didn't we?
Yeah, we done
we
it
did.
with. Yeah, we done it with the race for a cause. Me and was it Troy Radford? I think it was.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Got together and set something up, and that was an awesome turnout for that, man. And again, you and Rick actually broadcasted it for us. That was pretty sweet too. But But yeah, Chris, congratulations on getting this RFC back up and running again, man. And again, I don't have any hard feelings at all against it, but I wish I could get in it, but there just is no way in hell I can.
We'll get you at some point, Terry. The thing about RFC and the reason why we kind of let it go for a little while is it just got too freaking big. We were literally racing Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights.
Wow. Holy shit!
Right? Yeah, and it was different cars every night. It was huge. It got really big. So right now, like I said, I'm gonna trim it. It's gonna be 25 drivers for this first season, late models for the first half, and then B car, the Xfinity car, for the second half of the season.
There you go, everybody. And now, have you started inviting anyone yet, or what do you want to do about that?
No, I do have a I do have a Discord channel up for it so far. I wanted to make sure I got as many former Racing for a Cause guys in as I could, since it was their league too. But certainly, if there's any interest, just get a hold of me and I'll send you an invite.
Awesome.
The rules package is going to be
I read it.
it's a little bit different. It is definitely there to promote clean racing.
Awesome. I'm glad to see you get this up and fired up again. So, it's been a couple years now. At least.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. God, I'd have to go to the old Facebook
because I
page.
think we did the BPL one like 2 years ago or so.
Every bit of that, Corey. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's definitely been a minute. But I figured, what the hell? It's time, and hopefully I get a couple of my old admin guys out there.
I was going to say, are we going to see Mr. Hammond on track?
That I don't know. I won't speak for him. I would love to have him out on track, obviously.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He always drove with multiple sclerosis car. Yeah, I would definitely love to see him out there. But there's no pressure. It's more for fun than anything. No cash. I'm gonna host all the races, so I'm not asking for an entry fee. There's no entry fee. There's no payout, but it's just for fun.
Sure. Well, good job, man. I'm proud of you for that. That's awesome you're doing this.
Yeah, I
again.
can't wait. I'm looking forward to
I'm
it.
excited just for more seat time and racing with different people and different styles, because I find it very uncomfortable sometimes to race different cars, different tracks, people I don't know until I get accustomed to it. And
yeah, you actually race them.
Well, but it makes me more aware, gives me better practice of being aware of what's going on around me. Like literally last night I zoned out like 3 times because I get comfortable with the people around me knowing they're paying attention. So it keeps me on my toes racing with different people, different cars, different tracks. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Well, you'll definitely get better at short tracks than that.
Yeah, that was one of the big things. Like, I fucking hate short tracks. I'm awful at them. I'm very cautious. I slow down way too much. I don't attempt to race at short tracks, and that's one of the main reasons that I want to jump in there, is to force myself to get more confident with it during the off season.
There are a couple of heavy hitters that have signed up already that I saw. Troy Radford is one, and Steve Baker is the other. And I'll tell you, between the two of them, they will probably win 90% of the races.
Is New Aaron in it?
I talked to New Aaron tonight. Him and I are going to actually put the schedule together. He has a men's hockey league on Tuesday nights.
He's too old for hockey.
That's what I told him.
I can't see him skating around.
I said I think it's time for you to retire, and he didn't agree. But
he doesn't look very nimble on skates.
Is he the goalie?
I mean, we've met him in real life. Like
defense, he just lays in.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's either defense or goalie.
He's got a goalie body.
It's like a left defender.
Yeah. But no, the nice thing about running short tracks, I think you get really good at short tracks it's going to help you on the bigger tracks.
Oh yeah,
It does translate. It does translate.
Yep.
Yeah, and just working on like your braking and all that, how much and what to get the car to rotate. It'll help out a lot.
This past off season doing the Daytona 24, not that I'm great at all at road racing, but it gave me more confidence, and I mean it forced me to, being in the car and helping spot for that many hours in a row, and all the practice trying to get my license up every fucking night, pretty much for what, 2-3 weeks to get my license up. It forced me to get at least more comfortable, a little bit better skills, more comfortable. And as soon as we're grading up for short tracks, I'm like, I don't want to do it. Fuck this track. I hate it. I hate everything about this. I want to have the way I get in the road races now. I don't hate the idea of it, and I want that for short tracks too. So I don't detest a third of the season every year.
Can do. And the nice thing is, racing for a cause when it was at its height was still a family. And if you get into a practice session, you could pick any name on the list. It wouldn't matter. And say, hey, I see you're getting through turns 3 and 4 way better than I am.
What's his name? Steve Baker. Steve Baker, how are you so fucking fast?
Yeah. He would be a good one. I'm pretty sure you could put him in anything on iRacing and he's capable of winning. It's kind of disgusting. He is our very first season champion, Steve Baker. And man, he was our last season champion too. It was pretty cool.
How many seasons did you guys have?
I think we were up for Well, our seasons were different than Blazing Pedals because we would run
short seasons,
12 weeks. Yeah, we're 12 weeks. And then we would take like 5 or 6 weeks off and start again.
Oh, that's perfect.
And I think, and what it did is you never got bored. It's on a really long schedule. It's like, oh man, do I have to do this again? Well, 12 weeks is nothing.
Especially if you're doing it in the winter or cold months.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I'm looking for something to keep my feet warm. My computer happens to be right next to my feet. Perfect. But yeah, it's fun.
We should start BPL in September and end it in like April.
See, when we first started, that's what we done. We only ran.
I remember that. Yeah, that was awesome.
X amount. And then I think it was voted on to go ahead and run a full season, as the Cup guys do.
Oh, it'd be awesome to take the summers off.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, and Chris, now I know kind of why you got out of this. Is like, well, fuck, it's 6 o'clock. I gotta go to work, on a Sunday night. But I enjoy it. I really do enjoy what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But it's at times like, fuck, I gotta do this.
Oh, we gotta change the fucking start time.
Absolutely.
Again,
that's
a lot
brutal.
of stuff's getting looked at for next season, guys.
You know what?
So.
All right, Terry, bring this to the table. I'm gonna tell you my thoughts.
Your wife's sitting right next to you.
He already told me. Now you have to listen to it.
I'm a BPL winner. I'm pole sitter.
I heard one day before this.
So
multi-time banner winner.
Multi-time gold, the only T&A gold banner winner in existence, because we didn't have it before Aaron.
It's like being the smartest kid with Down syndrome.
Wow, way to degrade your team, Amanda.
That cuts deep.
Yeah, it does.
I love you guys.
Are you saying we can't fucking win, Amanda? That I gotta crash somebody to fucking win? That nobody has a chance, and then Aaron did it because he was gonna crash the same fucking guy, and that's how he won.
So it's something to do with Dalton in the lead?
Yep. Dalton's in the lead. That's when TNA shines. Get him!
Oh my god.
All right.
Anyway,
back to what I was talking about. I say practice starts at 5. Race starts at 6. We're done by 8. You guys do your little admin thingamajigger. And then we all sit in the broadcast or sit in the thing and watch the broadcast together. Yeah, and talk shit to each other the whole time.
So
you can't pit party at
you're
in
bed by 10. You're in bed by 10. Get a good night's sleep. Wake up all refreshed instead of, Okay, I stayed up like I did last night. I stayed up till 12:45 watching the broadcast, and then I got to wake up at 6.
I was so tired, and I felt obligated to sit and watch the broadcast again. I was
I actually
falling
felt
asleep.
great this morning. It's because I was so hydrated with my vodka and sparkling water.
Corey, so we probably will move the time, but it ain't gonna be back that far. The only thing I can see with that is we got guys, all of us sitting here. Yeah, all of us in here are in East Coast time.
Yeah, we got West Coast guys.
No.
So we
we
start
only got
getting out.
1 or 2.
But we got both Rutherford boys.
They're central.
Who else do we have?
I hear you, Mark. I don't want to race Summers either. Well, I know that's not what you're saying, but I don't want to race Summers. But it'd be too long to take off because we basically have to wait a year.
Even if we went back to the time that we did last year, it would end at a more reasonable time. Somebody like Philip, who only misses races for extreme reasonable reasons, can get in and race and finish the race. Even last night, he had to do a time check. It was 10:04 because I heard him go, "Come on, guys, like let's keep this clean." I pulled my VR up while I was sitting in the pits watching for them, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, it's 10:04. Philip doesn't have much time left. He's running up front. Please don't have caution after caution so we can fucking finish this race."
I have a question. Since we have a couple admins in here, can we do this? Since nobody wants to race during summer. Summers are great. Could we do a short season and then start a summer?
Put it in the suggestions.
Summer long season?
Put it in the suggestions. It'll go in the
Is that a good one? Is that a good suggestion? You guys tell me.
There you go. See what Mark just put in there?
I'd like the 6th, start at 7.
I would.
That's
I'd be
still
early for
plenty
that.
of time, and everybody that
Yeah, you're
wants
done
to
by
stay
9.
up, can stay up.
Yeah, like I mentioned, it's been a little while ago, but I really miss being able to get into
to finish a race.
After finishing the race, finish a race, but to get in with everybody and talk shit after the race.
Yeah,
and I can't do that.
Oh no, you can't even finish races either. And if we do
there's been
finish,
5
you're
races.
like, all right, guys, see ya.
Yep. Yeah, there's been 5 races that I've not been able to finish because of time. So.
And some of the admin meetings go an hour to an hour and a half, and that's why it does get frustrating for the admins too when we're sitting there going, because we all have differences of opinion, whether everybody thinks we all vote the same or one way or the other, or whatever bullshit things people want to think or get told we do. We sit there and we argue with each other for an hour to an hour and a half sometimes, and then we argue about if we're fucking done or not. And next thing you know, it's an hour and a half later. It wouldn't be so bad if we were doing that at 9 o'clock, but when it's 11, 11:30, some of the admin meetings have gone till midnight where they wonder why we're pissy and shitty when it's fucking midnight and when we're exhausted and done. Hopefully that could be fixed with a live race control and also an earlier start time. But we want to be able to hop in, get the admin meeting out of the way, and jump in and watch the broadcast with everybody too.
Sure.
Yeah, you need my rules.
Yeah.
So, Amanda, you just brought something up.
Yeah, our race. We're done.
About the live admin. I know Corey, yourself, myself, and Aaron, we've all said yes, we would throw in extra money to race next year.
Whoa,
to help
I
pay
didn't
for
say
in
that,
race.
Terry. Don't put words in my
okay,
mouth.
your wife.
But
did.
I would
How's
do
that?
that.
I'll
your wife was spending your money.
I
How's
was
that?
never asked. Yeah, what the fuck you doing?
So Corey and Philip, would you guys be willing to add another $5 or $10 onto your starter?
Whatever it takes.
Yeah,
whatever it
because
takes,
that fucked me over at Sonoma.
Well, like $10. Like $10 for the extra.
Then you guys
for
don't have the
starter.
long admin meetings after, so. Because I have to,
Right.
I start watching the broadcast and she's in the admin meeting. I'm like, ha ha ha, laughing at stuff, and she's like, what happened?
We got somebody in the green.
Ruh-roh.
Yep.
That was quick.
Let's do that. What do you mean quick? It was an hour and 5 minutes.
He's been sitting there stalking it quietly.
Oh, has he? I didn't know
No,
he was
but
even
he's
there.
been watching probably.
Let's bring him in. Not driver of the number 41 machine. Oh, Dalton Kilrow.
At my bedtime. Click and drag. There you go.
Hi, Dalton.
Hang on.
Just so you know, I don't agree with what happened, but I'm happy he won and he can stop being a little bitch about not winning
He can
a
talk
race.
his shit all he wants.
Wait. Before this goes down.
Hang on, I gotta fix Terry's video before this happens.
Yeah, shit's gotta get fixed.
Oh yeah, Terry's all fucked up.
Imagine that.
Terry's always a little fucked up.
Oh, it's weird.
There we go.
Okay.
Got his ukulele.
No, it's
back
only
there.
it's only half a Terry.
Yeah. All right, Terry's good.
We're good now.
Now he's fully fucked up. Okay. On your mark. Get set. Go.
You needed to at least make it look like you were trying to not run straight through the back of me, Corey.
Why? I told you I was gonna wreck you. You just didn't know when I was coming.
He did warn you in the beginning.
Oh, wait.
Derek him.
Don, what the fuck did I say to you in the pit party? Don't pulse to me, and I won't wheeler you.
Oh,
I was
He
Wheeler.
didn't even know what Wheeler meant. He had to explain.
That's when Hayden Wheeler ran through the back of fucking Derek Paulson when he tried to block last Talladega
Yeah, and
race.
also here's the thing: my block wasn't late like Derek's was. My block was.
You
2
knew I
seconds
was
before
going
you
low,
hit
and
me.
you knew I had a fucking run, so I was coming. And
Okay, there
either
was
way,
room to
you're.
either side
I
of
didn't
me.
mean to hit you
As
that
soon as
fucking
I'm-
hard, because your fucking trunk came on my fucking hood.
Let him
I was gonna
leave,
spin you a different
Bullshit,
way.
didn't mean to hit me that hard.
No!
You didn't lift.
He did admit he's like I knew I had a run, but
No,
fuck,
I was
like,
gonna spin you either way, but
He
I didn't
said
want to
that-
hit you that hard. But it actually worked out pretty good for me.
He said that one-on-one
Yeah, lucky son of a
afterwards.
bitch.
He said that one-on-one afterwards. He's like, I thought Dalton had more speed than that. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Like,
All right,
that.
Dalton. So
You got lucky that it didn't keep you hooked into my rear bumper.
I know.
like it looked
That's
like
why I
it was
didn't want to
going
hit you that hard. I just wanted to spin you.
Shit, it looked like you were following me up there.
So Dalton, your debt's been paid. We're even.
Oh fuck.
See, you may think so,
Okay.
but if because of that, if I miss the final four by a couple points, you ain't finishing that race.
Oh, you
I will
keep
say-
talking like that, and you're definitely gonna miss the final four.
I got blockers. I got blockers. Oh yeah, Dalton, keep talking your shit. There's fucking 4 of us. Well, Terry doesn't count.
I will wreck both of you.
We got Bach over. He still owes you too.
I will wreck both of you if it means I can get a win. I'll
Bakover's
wreck
more pissed
everybody
at
in
you
this
than
one.
I am.
Bach over's a little bitch. He didn't do what I did.
Sam, I hope you're listening to this for next
Yeah,
week.
he only talks a good game. You don't actually follow.
Yeah,
through. Corey.
Bach
Corey
over.
follows
Yeah, Bach
through.
over literally told you he was gonna take you out.
Well,
and
Corey also likes to lie to your face because he said in private chat he wasn't actually going to do anything to me, and then he goes and does that shit.
Well, you know, a
Dalton,
win's a win.
Dalton,
I mean,
it's either you and I get to the final 4 and you're in my way, so you gotta get on my way. And my first win. Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
What the fuck,
guys-
Dalton? Every win you get, I congratulate you, but you don't fucking congratulate me on my first win. That's pretty fucked up, man.
No reason to be pissed,
That's
you
fucked
nutsack.
up, Dalton. I always say, hey, good win, Dalton.
That's because I didn't wreck you for the wins all the time.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
Yeah, I wanted it more. Do you see?
Can I ask one question?
Yeah.
Dalton, did you not expect Corey to do something like
I
that?
expected
Because
him
I
to make
would
it
have
look a little bit less intentional.
Why? I
wouldn't
told you
have.
I was gonna wreck you.
No, like just knowing that Corey was going for even more.
Why
than
would
a
I
half
try to
second.
hide it?
To at least have a fucking case of, oh, I tried to move and I tried to avoid him, but he kept blocking.
It's Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
good
no
point.
fun.
It's
That's no
even
fun.
I would have.
He doesn't
moved
think
and been
that
like,
many steps
"Fuck,
ahead.
I'll give up the win. He's just gonna.
Oh,
dump me.
I
I'm
wasn't
gonna give
thinking
it
of
up."
anything but that fucking finish line at that point. I was like, I have a huge run right now. I'm gonna pass all these guys. I'm like, fuck, Dalton's in my way. Whoop, bye, Dalton. Hey, you gotta admit, the fucking win in the grass is pretty sweet though, right?
Yeah.
It was a pass in the grass.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that since
Do you want
NASCAR.
to watch it again, Dalton? We can pull it up.
I watched it enough last night while I was
Oh.
fucking ranting to my teams.
Yeah, here we go.
What's gonna happen?
Is that
The
work in
3-4
progress
wide
or
back here is Tom Roscoe's trying to make something
Yeah,
happen.
what's up
Brian
with a couple
Zimmerman
of those guys? Like,
looking to
they
make a
have been
move.
shitty with some of us lately,
into 3 and 4 for the final time. They're going to door a little bit there. Ty Morosco all over the back bumper of Corey Sherman. Mark Arthur, a little bit of a wiggle there as they come out of turn number 4. Big checkup. They're wrecking. Corey Sherman looks down. He turned to 41. He's got to make it through the infield. Can't Ty Morosco get it. Corey Sherman's going to win and lock himself in to the final 4. Oh my God.
Oh my.
It's a pretty good win right there. You know what? I bet Dale Cedar would be proud of that one. Oh, like he's never wrecked anybody and gone through the grass. I did both at the same time.
That doesn't. 2 wrongs don't make a right, Corey.
Actually, it did, because when he hit you on purpose, it sent him to the left, and then he had to make a right. So that's 2 wrongs, and it made a right.
Yeah.
So you were actually incorrect there, Dalton.
Chris?
I'll be right back, guys.
Well, it's
okay,
the
Terry.
I
truth.
have no problem.
Corey, do you have to show it again?
Wait,
Show it again, Corey.
Do you see this video, Dalton?
This one is funny.
I did not see that video. I was working.
This one's funny.
There were drivers that said that was embarrassing for the sport.
So the racing purists didn't love it,
I'm only
but
watching
the racer
in,
loved it.
Discord.
Like he advanced well within the rules,
hang on.
well within the confinements of that racetrack for the car he had that day,
reaction.
the rules, and he was competing.
I mean, it's
I give him
pretty
an
funny
A plus.
because
Should
it's
be
like
celebrated.
real,
We always talk
like,
about do whatever it
reality.
takes. Corey has taken that to a new level of doing whatever it takes. Do I want to continue to see it? I don't.
No, I can't put it in Discord. Are you watching on Facebook, Dalton?
Yes.
Okay, I'll start it over for you.
There were drivers that said that was embarrassing for the sport.
So the racing purists didn't love it, but the racer loved it. Like he advanced
Good point.
well
He
within the
literally
rules,
had
well
3
within the
wrongs in
confinements of
quarter
that
a lap.
racetrack for the
Door
car he
Zimmerman,
had that
wrecked
day
Aaron,
and
wrecked
the
Dalton.
rules and he was competing. I give him an A plus. Should be celebrated. We always talk about do whatever it
Once we
takes.
can
Corey
agree
has
on
taken that to a
something,
new level of doing whatever it takes. Do I want to continue to see it? I don't. But that doesn't mean it was wrong. Look, there are rules in the rule books probably that have my initials next to them. Oh, you messed this up. We didn't like it, so we changed it. Like it's okay. I mean, the NBA had to come up with 3 seconds to the lane because Wilt Chamberlain or somebody just stood there all day and dunked the basketball and was like, well, this isn't a very good game. This is boring. We better come up with a rule. Like, there are a million rules in the rule. Every rule in the rule book is a reaction to something. And here's why. What Corey did took a tremendous amount of skill, courage, all of the above. For the next guy to do it, I'm going to be less impressed. Like the first guy, bravo. Unbelievable.
Yeah. First guy to do it, unbelievable.
I
Next
like
guy
the
to do it,
bravo.
unoriginal.
The bravo part.
Yeah,
But it's true,
bravo.
like we have already discussed it. There will be a rule in the rule book based off
Can we
of
call it the
what
Sherman rule?
happened.
It's going to be the Sherman rule.
Can it be the Shermanator rule? Can it be Shermanator?
There, like they said, most rules come into effect because of reactions to something that happened, and like Mark said, it was the first time that this actual
Yeah.
situation happened.
Sorry, I read the
There
rule
will
books.
be a rule. There was no rule on it. It's going to be a rule for next year, and like I said to Corey last night, better not fucking do that again. You're gonna get suspended for a race. If you do it again after a second time, you're out of the fucking league. And like, don't do that shit. So it might not have affected the championship outcome, but whether he admits it or not, he's on his toes. He knows he can't play fuck.
When have I ever intentionally wrecked anybody before? I've been here since the beginning.
We can dub it the nutsack rule. I like that.
No. It's gotta be the Shermanator rule.
The nutsack rule.
Nah,
No,
the
the
nutsack rule
Shermanator
works.
rule. Terry, you missed it. We got a new rule. It's called the Shermanator rule. So you can't crash anybody.
It's called don't be a dick coming to the start finish line and intentionally wreck somebody
Yeah.
for the win.
Just move Dalton out of the way.
Move Dalton out of the way.
See, I would have been perfectly fine after I made that move. If you had made another move, I wasn't moving.
Bullshit.
I wasn't gonna.
You were gonna block the shit out of me. Fuck you, Dalton. I already said that. You were gonna block the shit out of me no matter
would've
where I
swerved.
went. The
I would
fucking
not
run
have
I had.
swerved.
Yeah, bullshit. The
Yeah.
run I had, I was winning
Corey,
that
I'm
either
not
way.
a fucking idiot. The run you had, I knew I had one block. After that one block,
And you
if I
took it.
blocked again, then I deserved to get turned. Not after throwing a block and then you running into me 2 to 3 seconds later. You had time to figure out a way to go around me, and there was
Isn't
room.
Corey notorious for hitting people like 12 seconds later on the track? Isn't that like his thing?
Well, that's when they've already wrecked. That's not before.
No, that's Ty. Ty always comes in like Ty.
And here comes Corey a half a lap later.
I've never crashed into anybody half a lap later. I think that's Chris. Did you do that to Mark, Chris?
Pull up the clips.
No, I've never crashed Mark, actually.
I have.
I almost
I
tagged him
can
in the
say
rear
that.
bumper last night, but I have never tagged Mark. Now, I
I have
can't
this
say it
season.
hasn't gone the other way, because it certainly has gone the other way.
Yeah, Ty, you fucking Arca braked me at Bristol last year when Dalton spun me. I was sitting in the middle of the track, you kept flying in.
See, that's the funny thing. Like, I have to get reminded what track that I won at ASRL. Like, everybody
No, you
carries
don't.
things. I do. Like, everybody carries things for so long. And I know some people hate when other people say it. It's still a fucking video game. Like, be mad for a little bit and everything. But it's like, I don't remember tracks that shit happens on because I have a job
do.
and a real life and things that go on. And I love this league. And I love that I'm in iRacing now, but I don't let it dominate my life because I have friends, bills,
No, it
a
doesn't
house,
dominate it, but when
like family, like.
when you get back in your rig, though, you're like, oh yeah, that motherfucker did that.
Yeah, but it's not going to cause me to put detriment to my next race unless it's really fucking bad. Like, I'm going to go, oh, this motherfucker for about 24, 48 hours later. Maybe it's because I'm a back of the pack runner. If I was maybe up in the front or something, might be a little bit different. But I think she's saying Corey has no life. He spends a lot of time focusing on the Discord page, Ty.
Yeah, Ty, you didn't congratulate me either on my first win.
I think it was the 8 getting backwards.
Yep, that was when
That was
people
net
panicked
coding.
around me.
He didn't
No,
even touch you.
when Mark played the replay, he was on my fucking door. When I played it, he was 2 feet away.
Wow.
Dalton, I think you'll be fine to make the final 4. So.
See, you say that, but then Iowa, I only have 5 points over Jamie and Mark.
You want me to teach you? I'll teach you how to be fast at Iowa.
I don't think I got anything to learn. From you, at least.
Dalton, just please remember this. I always move out of everybody's way when they're a leader. Don't
Except for
incorporate
you.
me. Don't incorporate me into this white devil. I am
I'm
always
not.
good, and I move out of people's way when they have the right.
You were not the one that
Thank
lifted
you.
my rear tires off the ground.
I do not have any part of this.
Yeah, Dalton, why'd you take Bakover out last fucking lap going into the checker? That was kind of fucked up, man.
I didn't have any control over that one.
You ran right into Bakover. He's gonna be mad about that.
I had a little help from the Mr. Pass in the grass over here.
Hell, pass in the grass. That was a win in the grass. I'll never give up my team of, what do you call us, Amanda? People with Down syndrome?
I see Corey's like, oh, the fastest one on the team. I'm like, that's like being the smartest kid with Down syndrome. Like,
yeah.
Come on. It was the first time we all attempted to run together. I got separated. You guys did a great fucking job staying together, but I got separated somehow. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I had a good crew that I was with. It just got the fucking.
Oh, we'll take that.
Shitty
Why?
spot.
Because we won one race. We're Team AV now. We actually did good as a team.
That's because you dumped somebody out of the way in a fucking controversial fashion.
Hey, I bet fucking 75% of the people in this league would have done the same fucking thing.
Yeah, but what if it was fucking Fred Thompson leading? Would you do the same shit?
If he was going for the championship 4, yeah, I'd fucking dump Fred too.
Dalton, he would
I
have
don't give
done
a fuck
it to
who it
me.
is.
Dalton, he would have done it to me. I would have fucking pulled my car down to the grass and let him
Yes,
go
Mark.
around
yes.
me.
Yes, Mark. T&A.
T&AV? Hey, maybe I can recruit Gruen. Is Gruenberg allowed back in there? We'll recruit him next season.
No, it wasn't fun
Wow.
racing against
Why?
him.
You can
He
teach
was
us how to
just
be
like-
fast.
He
Teach us those
fucking
hacks.
won all
You
the
can send us the
time.
files for the hacks. We'd
was
be
like
so
that.
fast.
I love that.
I couldn't tell if Terry started laughing his ass off or yawning.
Yeah,
Like
I was
both.
doing both.
Both.
Both at the same time. Yep. Yep.
Terry starts doing that about
old man.
9:20 to
Terry-
He's
turn
like-
20.
Oh,
I'm
he's
about to
not as
get
bad
outta
as
here.
Amanda. If we're sitting there doing something, she gets tired and doesn't want to do it. She's just like, I'm like, you're like our dog fucking groaning that wants to go inside.
When I'm tired, I'm tired.
Yeah,
Ty,
I'm
I
about
think you need to
get outta here.
rephrase that. Please do not refer to what move Corey pulled as that.
Ooh.
Oh, sexual abuse.
Yuck.
There are
I like
no rainbow flags in my room.
I like it. I think that's what we're gonna call that move from now on.
Yeah, sexual abuse.
The rainbow move.
Yeah, the Me Too movement's coming to BPL. We got a fucking rule coming out now. Can't ass pack somebody for no reason.
Can't ass back him on the last lap, but nothing says you can't do it on lap 99 of a 100 lap event.
Well, didn't you get? That was last week.
At some point, you just gotta go for the win.
I didn't turn
I didn't
left
see-
into Dalton. I turned left to go below Dalton, and Dalton came down. That wasn't stopping.
Bullshit.
Well, we're almost there. I mean, we could fast forward. But, yeah, you got to go for it. I didn't see any chicken shit happening last night. I'll tell you that.
Was your computer screen off?
No. No.
Oh,
don't
I
think
mean, oh, what's more manly, just fucking taking somebody out?
Well, I'm glad I ain't drinking
like I
tonight.
said, I didn't mean to come in that hot. I was gonna spin you either way, but I wanted to make it look good. But when I saw your trunk on my hood, I'm like, oh, I fucked myself here.
Oh my lord!
See, now going back to another issue, if the playoff
Mark, you want a
points
copy of,
actually were a thing like they were supposed to be, then I wouldn't worry about anything. But
Yeah, actually,
that's another issue.
honestly, I like the playoffs. I mean, not because I'm in the Final Four, but I kind of like the way the playoffs work this year, where you actually gotta fucking bust your ass to get to the next thing, instead of just, oh, I won fucking 15 races during the season, I'm good till the fucking final 8. So I like that better. That it's all fucking everybody's even. Let's go race.
So now, Dalton, you're in here now, and Corey, you guys are the two locked in. Dalton, what's
Dalton's
your
not
plan
locked
for
in.
Iowa?
I'm not locked in.
Dalton's not locked in. I
Okay.
crashed him out.
Right. I'm sorry. So Dalton, what's your what are you looking to do at Iowa? And I'm being serious here too. I mean,
Well, what I'm looking to do at Iowa is first off avoid the 3 at all costs, because I know he's probably just gonna.
Why? I'm not gonna
no,
fuck with you
well,
at
they can
Iowa.
do shit to you at Iowa.
I already
And
paid. I already
then-
said I already paid you back. We're even. I'm not gonna. I'm just racing hard
Let's
like I always
see.
do.
So Iowa, I'm gonna be. I mean, I doubt I'll have the speed to get the actual like the pole position like I did at Dega. I just ran a decent lap at Dega. But you know, I want to try to at least lead a lap and get some good stage points, so that way I can at least have a little bit of a buffer. Because obviously with Chris and now Mr. Nutsack over here locked
Yeah.
in, it's
Oh, because I'm so
Anybody
gonna be so
outside of-
competitive.
Let me go double check. So basically, anybody outside of me, Mark, and Jamie pretty much needs a win to like, get in. So
What about
if
Ty?
Yeah, Ty's
Ty
got
needs a win.
Yeah, he just said he needs a win.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you said
so
Mark and Jamie.
basically, Paul, John, and Ty need to win. And if either of those 3 get up and win, then it's gonna be me, Jamie, and Mark fighting for one spot, and it's whoever's gonna have the most points.
Yeah, see, that's
obviously.
what
So,
this year with the playoff thing being changed, I like it a lot more. Like I said, like you actually gotta fucking work for this shit. You have one bad race, you might be fucked.
Yeah, and honestly, the goals last night, I told you, Terry, before the race, it was I almost fucking did everything until turn 4, because I qualified on the pole.
It was after
I
turn 4.
led a lap. I was at a 0x until the move. I did win the stage. I got some pretty good. Winning the stage is the best stage points, but I was going for just good stage points. If I could have won the stage, I did. And just try to finish better than Mark and Jamie if I could. And could have finished a couple spots higher, but
you always won the
so
race.
you're upset because you got to work for it a little bit.
So
because I got to work harder for it, then I was already gonna have to, because I know Mark and Jamie are gonna be fucking faster than me at Iowa.
So
do you want me to take them out for you, Dalton?
You already had practice doing it with me, so might as well.
Yeah, really good at it now.
So don't remember when you said a little bit ago to Corey, says, "Well, you lied to my face." Remember when you said that to him?
Yep.
Remember when I come down in your team chat last night? Say, so Dalton, you gonna move to the back? And hell, no, I'm gonna stay up front. I ain't going to the back.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Fucking
2
liar.
laps and you was moving to the back.
I said I was gonna lead a lap and then drop to the back, Terry.
I didn't hear you say that.
You know
part.
that's
It
well.
was
clearly.
funny.
It's okay. Dalton, he doesn't listen well.
I don't listen well, evidently.
In our team speak, it said something like Kilrow is leading, and then Aaron goes, "Well, Dalton just led a lap. He's gonna drop to the back." And then Dalton keyed up. He's like, "Dropping to the back, 41, dropping to the back." I'm like, "Damn, Aaron!" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that was a good call." He's like, "He needed one."
Dalton, I do not remember you saying that once you lead the lap, you're going to drop back. So I do apologize for that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I knew once I led that lap that if I wanted to stay up front, that I'd be burning 3 laps more fuel than 3, 4, maybe even 5 laps more fuel than if I would be at the back of the pack. And I mean, even with the competition caution, I still just wanted to be safe with it. Or, well, not, yeah, whatever the fuck happened. I just wanted to be smart with what was going on and realize it's a long race. Leading the most laps, yeah, that's a good couple points, but at the same time, it's not really worth being up towards the front all the time to potentially have shit happen.
Actually, the front was the place to be last night, and not a lot of stuff happened up there.
Until the last lap.
Oh, you still hanging on that? That was like fucking a day
I'm still
ago.
hanging on that.
Well, you have to expect the last lap, the leaders at Talladega is going to be a shit show. Like you.
I didn't expect. I did not
but...
expect to go win. I would have been perfectly fine going for 3rd place until I saw everything kind of hit the fan behind me, and then I was like, my chances just shot up. But clearly, that didn't happen.
Looks like Mark's hanging out for fucking dear life.
I was gonna say, can we all look at Mark?
Jesus Christ!
Oh, he does. You should have seen him at Sonoma.
My God, that looks uncomfortable. He probably has 7 knots.
He's like pushed so far back in his seat.
He looks like he's gonna shit his pants.
Yeah, Sonoma. He was working the hell out of that wheel.
I think it's in the corners really scares him.
It looks
look
uncomfortable. It's like hypnotic. I can't stop looking at it.
Well, kids, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get me.
All right, Terry Bear. I guess we'll end the show. Hang on before you leave, Terry, so you don't fuck up all the videos. All right, so Dalton, we're cool, right, buddy? Pam, fist bump. See you championship race.
Fuck no. If I don't make Final Four, you ain't winning.
I don't want to win, Dalton. I already got my win. I got a win at Talladega. I got a pole. I made the Final Four. Best season I've ever had. It's a win for me. Crash me all you want. I don't give a fuck. It's a fucking video game. I'll fucking laugh and drink beer after.
Shit, half the shit you've been saying, I'm surprised you don't drink before.
I already said I was drinking Tito's and sparkling water during.
We really did miss the beginning.
Jeez, Dalton.
We have very high tolerances. Like but we're not even buzzed when we get in.
It keeps me hydrated. Drink sparkling water and Tito's.
Yeah. Couple drinks before the race doesn't do shit. Like Terry's hung out with us, Phillips hung out with us, Chris has hung out with us. Like, you know, we'll split a 30-pack before we black out. So that's a real couple right there.
You know what? That is my limit. 15 is when I black out.
We brought 2 30-packs to Vermont for 2 nights.
I don't know what this Miller Lite stuff I've been drinking, but I know Blue Light 15. That's when I black out.
Miller Lite, you just keep rolling.
But,
it's awesome.
yeah, it's like half of it. So I think I could drink 30 and I'll be fine.
The more
carbs.
you drink, the better they are, and they're half the carbs.
I won't have such a beer belly.
It's the carbs that make me black out.
Yeah,
I have diabetes. Carbs make me black out.
Carbs are bad for you. You shouldn't go after more carbs. You should go after less. You made the right call.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
I want to see Miller Lite on the hood of that 3-car next week.
I can't change my paints. You know what? Do I?
Yes,
change?
you can.
I can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I'll change it.
I'm getting out of here.
Hang on, Terry.
Terry, I really want.
We gotta say bye to Dalton. Bye, Dalton.
Terry loves it when you change paints.
Love you, Dalton.
No, you don't.
You know I love you, Dalton. I'll see you. Talk to you later, buddy.
As long as you can get your new fake teammate to stop being a cunty little bitch, I will protect you on Sunday. But if somebody keeps being a cunty little bitch, I'll probably wreck him too. So, but I'll protect you if you make him stop being a little queer bait.
Actually, Mark, I think Miller Lite only has what was it, 0.2 more carbs than Mick Ultra?
Miller Lite made a commercial about that, saying you can have a real beer over Mick Ultra.
Yeah, real beer, except what Terry drinks.
I drink Mick Ultra.
Yeah, that's what I said. You can drink a real beer like Miller Lite instead of what Terry drinks.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, Terry.
Philip loves his Grolsch's, though.
Terry, I'm going to work on you. You're going to be the next one to start drinking Miller Lite.
No, I won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know if you can't flip the Dutchman. He loves his Dutch beer.
That's right.
Terry, you're coming back to Vermont, and we're going to drink nothing but Miller Lite.
I mean, that's
coming back for the. I want to come back for the enduro race. All of us for the enduro race.
Oh yeah, that sounds fun.
When's that? August.
All right, we gotta get out of here. Terry Bear's gotta go to bed. Love you, Dalton.
Your wife's out of town. Why do you gotta go to bed so early?
He's got. You know why he's gotta go to bed. He's gotta light some candles, make it all romantic and shit.
Look at Chris laughing.
What is that? What's that, your little cup that you drink off into? Don't smell it.
It smells good.
It smells like semen and cum.
It smells like semen and broken dreams. That smells like brown sugar, I guess.
That's good.
God, he
all right,
labels
guys.
it and sells it.
Yeah, I'm gonna smell a candle tomorrow and be like, ew, it smells like Terry. Gross.
It smells like Terry's semen. All right, guys.
Definitely don't want that brown sugar.
Everybody's getting a candle and BPL.
I'm trying to sign off, but you guys just keep fucking talking.
Terry's fault.
Oh,
Dude,
fuck.
No, Terry's fine. Terry can cut out. I mean, it's not a big deal. I don't want to fuck up his.
Yeah, don't fuck up it. Now we're gonna save it for 15 minutes because you said that. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys after Iowa. Shermanators in the Final Four. Check it out. Woo! Thanks for everybody tuning in. Thanks, Dalton. I'm glad everybody's again. And we will see you guys after Iowa and Chop Talk. Because that's going to be interesting to see if Dalton really hates me after that. So, see you guys then.
Good night.
Good night.